shit. It's Blunts and Bullshit. It's going up on Blunts and Bullshit. Just roll up and just cut to the bullshit.
The conversation gonna go everywhere real fast. We ain't been around each other since I had to destroy Delancey down there.
Man,
last time we was around each other,
you
know. Yeah, Delancey though, man, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy.
We're recording now. We're recording now.
I know.
All right.
That's my guy. I love him. Shit, that brother know I love him, man.
We're recording now.
They know it's deeper than, you know. He
recording now.
You know I got nothing but love for him. There was a lot of thought went into that night. You know what I'm saying? And then I just liked how we moved, and it was all love the entire time. We was around each other more than we had been blessed to be around each other. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, it was fun. And then had the bet going on out there. People, that was just to hype it up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe all these things.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
just marketing tactics and stuff like that went into it. It was a pleasure working with them. You know what I'm saying? And then shooting the stuff that we had going on Facebook.
It's Blunts and Bullshit. It's your boy Marvier Lawrence.
What's up?
Another episode. We got Dissing Mason. No, what we really want to call him, Mason L.
Man, I appreciate that.
What it used to be called, what they call it, better known as.
Dissing, you know what I'm saying? Either one of them two. Yeah.
So
hey, man, it's an honor.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming through.
I told you once, I told you twice tonight. You was the first person to recognize me. You know what I'm saying? When my movement was moving, and I had the you know, the rude awakening going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You was the first, and so I said it's an honor. Hell yeah, I come on. You know what I'm saying? Because my organization took off after certain things, meeting certain people. You know what I'm saying? You was a part of the early infancy of a meteoric rise, man. It was just like life took me.
It didn't take no stress off my back. It didn't hurt me as a person to raise up another person any way I could, even if I couldn't. I tried. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no. Oh, you owe me. You did nothing. I never did that to nobody and never would.
You remember Michael Ford? He had just made it to the league, and you met us up there at the Lovett's Food Restaurant.
Shout out Mike Ford.
You know, shout out Mike Ford. Shout out to the Lovett's.
Shout out to the Lovett's.
Yeah, they let us come.
That was lit.
Stuff like that. And it was so long ago. And then when we look back over them years, like, you know what I'm saying? You still animal. You still out here hungry on that page. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
it's my therapy.
Yeah, but my life took a turn out of the mission. It's like
you found a different therapy.
I was always in my mission. You know what I'm saying? And Allah had certain blessings waiting for me.
But you still in the music though. That's why Delancey did that thing. If somebody gonna bring it out to you, they gonna bring it out to you. Like if I really tried, I probably could have brought it out to you too.
Well, we thought
because I'm a quite lyrical type of rapper, and that's what you like.
Quite honestly though, it was all just a business stunt. You know what I'm saying? And we actually was supposed to have a little team, and we was gonna start doing a whole lot of stuff around here, but everything didn't go right with the numbers. The evening of that event, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna make it. I don't want to make it no spectacle. I don't see how that night looked nice.
Yeah, but a lot was spent.
That night was nice. I stole the night though. But
man, yeah. Hey, that was some funny shit. That was a good time in the town.
I stole the night though.
Hey, man, that was a good time in the town though, wasn't it, man?
Hey, it was lit. Y'all definitely.
There, man, it was a blessing.
I talk shit on Lancey all the time. That's my guy. Funny games talk shit. Yes, sir. But I can't talk shit on that night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides, how the fuck y'all didn't make nothing off that night?
No, we made some.
What the fuck?
No, we made some, but it wasn't the kind of numbers that'll make a person want to continue doing it. You see what I'm saying?
But I think as a promoter, as long as you make anything, it's something.
Yeah, but it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot of time. And time, the most expensive thing we could spend. You see what I'm saying?
I did my show, like boy. Whew.
Man.
Y'all should have came with me.
Hey, man. Hey man, but you know, hip hop is such an amazing thing.
Y'all definitely did y'all thing.
Now, remember we was in the car on the way over here. I said, you know, like lyricists, those people that's rapping and shit like that. Actually, that go back to when our ancestors was in Spain. The poets, the poets live the same kind of lifestyles as the rich and the rulers. Poetry it shapes the mind. It's like mental vision. It's like words that put an image in your brain. That's power. You see what I'm saying? And so the way that we orchestrate these words, and we call it rapping today, but we nothing but modern poets that would have been wealthy in the times of Spain. You see what I'm saying?
Some
It
of them
ain't
wasn't
nothing
now,
but poetry, and that's why we have such a passion for it, because it's actually
That's how it touch
it's
people in
actually
such a certain
ancestral.
ways also.
You know what I'm saying? It's in your DNA.
So how long have you? How old was you when you started rapping? Because you know
Young.
Dis and D. How did?
Young.
Let's go back to Dis and D. How did you get your name Dis and D?
Man, I used
What,
to.
you understand on the street corners dissing niggas, rapping, battling?
Yeah. But back then we called it throwing hots. So we used to throw hots. I mean, it's basically like a shit talking contest between two people. You know,
basically a freestyling contest.
My cousin Rock and Rob, he was good at throwing hots, talking shit. G Rob, you know what I'm saying? It was like basic, throwing hots, and I was good at it. I used to talk stuff about people. People start calling me dissing, you know, and that's where that came from.
Because a lot of people, like, I put out my polls and stuff. And a lot of people definitely be like, your name will come out there, Dis and D.
Because
like,
back when I was young, you know what I'm saying, but that's a whole different generation now.
Mm-hmm.
Music changes.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? What's popular changes because what's popular is being controlled by a puppet master.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We don't want to talk about the Ashkenazi Jewish system that controls the most of music.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
We got to talk about it. Everybody knows.
And they also,
if you don't know, you stupid.
Yeah. They direct what's popular.
Or ignorant.
They could make boy that had what's the one hit wonder? Everything Gold, Trinidad James. Mm-hmm. That's just all marketing.
Gold, all of my
because you had a whole lot of talented rappers out during the time where that song just out of nowhere became so super popular. You had people getting.
I get it. I get what you're saying. That was a hot song, but I get what you're saying.
But it's always a lot of hot shit. The shit you just let me hear hot. Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of how many people get the benefit of hearing it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You had the Jews behind you, you'll be rich tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
When they put that marketing team and say,
rich for me is different though, because a lot of people for my music, you like to listen when you listening. Yeah, so a lot of people don't listen.
I'm not taking nothing from the talent. I'm saying it's a whole lot of talent.
Yeah.
That if you get the right power structure behind it, we're gonna make this popular. This
hell yeah.
Years, then it ain't got no choice but to go.
It ain't got no choice.
Certain people that people see that's in so-called
manufactured now.
Yeah, they've been picked because of their message and it shapes thought. You think the government ain't going to have so much control over music and it shapes thought?
Oh, hell yeah.
They got to regulate what message. I'm going to say this.
How you think they doing the RICO now?
I'm going to say this, right? And I don't want to get this content all messed up because of the LGBTQ community, but I'm going to say this. If you replace the average rap word, when they say nigga, you see what I'm saying? Take the nigga out and change it with faggot. You see what I'm saying?
I'm going to block that, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you can't even say it on YouTube.
block that.
I got you. I'm a baby.
But yeah, if you replace,
they know what you're saying.
Yeah, if you replace that word with that word, they'll pull your whole demonstration off the shelf tomorrow.
Exactly.
So we could talk about destroying each other, but even they got more respect with the government by its laws than what we do.
Because you know why though? You know why, but you know why though? Because it's a lot of secretly gay government people that don't want them stories coming out from them real gay people.
Most definitely,
that's gonna tell, and you know, gay people don't lie,
man, especially at that level.
Yeah, exactly. So
at that
they
level
want the laws
they feel
changed.
like I'm going down. My image just that
what? I want the laws. I want the laws changed, Mr. Senator. Yeah, and they like, hey, we're gonna do whatever we want.
It's been far too much talent out of Alton. Talented artists out of Alton.
But singing everything. You had a buzz and everything. What happened? Why come y'all didn't do y'all thing?
Shit, I had a bigger buzz right before I went to the feds.
Yo, but that was your highest buzz right before you went to the feds, you would say?
No, my highest buzz when I was with Killer Rhyme and Rock and Rob, and we was called the Underground Regulators. That's when we was, battling Top Authority, you know what I'm saying, all the rest of them guys, you know what I'm saying.
Who was the top rap? Who was the first rap group in Alton?
Man, I don't know.
Who's the first rap group you heard of?
The first rap group
was it a rap group
that I heard of? Dominant Boys was the first one that I heard of.
Who was that with?
Trent Robinson and EY and them. They had to say no to drug stuff. They went all to the White House on some more stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Trent?
Yeah. Yeah. I think Trent was a part of they circled them.
I'm gonna have to act and see.
But
Cuz will be on here next if he was.
Yeah. They may know more about it, but I just remember that's the first rap group I heard of, and
that's why
they was my peers from a different hood.
That's what this is Bluntz and Bullshh for them names that nobody never would even thought of.
They over there writing
like nobody would have ever thought that if they saw you now, like say if somebody met you within the last 5 years or what you been out for 7 years. If somebody met you since you've been out, they wouldn't know that what you've been through. Oh no, they wouldn't know the whole trial and tribulations.
No, they just see the result.
They just see the result. Exactly,
and that's why we had to start over.
That's why we got to start over.
Because the result is the reality.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But this is the cause. Everything is cause and effect.
Exactly.
You know, even our suffering. But see, when it comes to our suffering, we agree that the effects is real. We act like the cause is a mystery. That's the whole problem. We think our 500-year-old enemy became our friend, and he didn't. We'll get into that. We still talking light talk right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when we're talking about the power structure and the talent and all that, how come ain't nobody made it? Certain people being selected to make it. It ain't that all.
But the nowadays talent of making it, the nowadays way of making it ain't like it was when you was rapping though. When you was rapping to make it, it was a real gatekeeper to this now. It was a real gatekeeper to be like, you're making it, you're making it,
that gatekeeper's still here. Back then it was
you can make a hit and drop that hit tomorrow.
Back then it was more independent people getting money. You see what I'm saying, right? It changed to people trying to hook with labels. Back then where I come from, independent labels was easy.
That's a good question right there.
You selling tapes. You selling tapes
was
like
it more
dime bags.
Independent labels?
Fuck yeah.
Getting it? Or is it,
I mean,
is
but
it
not
more independent people now? It's more independent
but
now.
not getting it.
But it wasn't
it was getting it on a millionaire level.
Yeah.
But if a motherfucker was making $100,000 a year, goddamn, that's like you a motherfucking some kind of
$100,000 a year is great.
You see what I'm saying? So you had people selling their own shit. A lot of people selling their own shit back then and eating where they was at. Like we was talking about. If you in New York and you doing that, you eating.
So what was your highest moment in music?
Man, all of it. You know what I'm saying? All of it, because it all go together. You know what I'm saying? In the end, when it's just a collage in your mind, you love it all. You know what I'm saying? Because hip hop is a beautiful thing, and it's an energy in it, and it's something transient about it. You know, because words cast spells, and you get the certain arrangements of words with the certain rhythms of beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But look, and it's so impactful. It casts spells to the degree that you can listen to a song about murder, and that's how come the club's so dangerous today, because they listening to murder anthems, getting programmed to murder anthems.
I don't fully believe that.
You know, oh yeah.
But you know what's crazy? I believe in programming.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's hard for me to believe that. But I do believe in programming. But it's
how as
I don't know, it's crazy.
How as artists? You don't think that you could make a song that a person can feel? You made that song about your mom. I felt that song so hard when you told me to listen to it. You see what I'm saying? And I felt it, and I'm like, oh, that's real.
Yes, that's.
You see what I'm saying?
I do believe
words cast spirits, and you can have a certain kind of song make a woman want to shake her ass. Yeah. You can have a certain kind of song make somebody that if I'm about to go on the lick, I'm listening to this on my way. If I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to make a hit.
I believe in frequencies.
Yeah. And so that's the only thing that I'm saying is that the gift is on a higher level than what people realize. You see what I'm saying? And so I enjoy it all. Because having that gift and being able to enjoy that energy and that creativity, you know, that jogging of the mind. Any artist know that's like a jogging of the mind. So it's basically like a mental
top 5
massage.
Alton rappers. Man, your favorite 5. No matter about who the best or who none of that is.
Alton rappers, hey man, you wouldn't even know the names.
Yeah,
talking about
exactly.
Past, present, or
I'm talking about yours. I don't care if it was past, present, or future, or now.
Well, I would have to say, me, Killer Rhyme, Rock and Rob. I gotta go back there. If I'm gonna give it to 5,
give it to him.
My 3 gotta be 3.
Give it to him, because I'm pretty sure if you still got it, y'all can still construct some rhymes today.
But you know, I'm more of a now. You know, I listen to what's out there, you know what I'm saying? And I listen to word arrangements and stuff like that. But I'm the type of lyricist, I pay more attention to subject matter. You know what I'm saying? Subject matter, like my appeal was greater to the East Coast. You see what I'm saying? My interest, my word, like I love that style that was over there. With a lot of different
what type of
word
artist were you?
I was just versatile. I never had the same type of flow on no 2 songs back then.
You was a conscious rapper?
It was all kind of conscious, real. inside of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like just a conscious realness. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I joined the Nation of Islam. I was a sophomore in high school. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm already militant minded. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it got fused inside of a lot of the music.
How young were you when you felt music was a way?
Oh, to try to make it. Back when I was thirsty and feeling like this could possibly happen and this, that, and the other. I would have to say me and T Money them. Shout out T Money, free T Money.
Free T Money.
We would have made it. If we don't go to the feds, we had a strong enough team and a strong enough drive.
Mm-hmm.
The music was good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was flowing with Solo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
And so we had some hot shit. You see what I'm saying? For that period of time, and we had a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole different thing. You see what I'm saying?
That's what you need though.
When you got
y'all had the whole system.
We had a lot of money. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all had the whole system.
Motherfuckers went to the feds for reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, trying to get it.
Trying to get up out of this situation that we was born in.
Yeah, just trying to get out of the situation that we was born in, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have a favorite moment. I ain't got a favorite 5. You know what I'm saying? I just love the creativity this time producing. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I just want to see one of y'all get the big bag. Somebody get the big bag from this time.
Because you're not one of them OGs that be hating on the younger artists.
No, fuck no. Somebody make it. Sing the song they dancing to. Sing it, make the money, and bring the money back
to the community.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Own parts of this. Mm-hmm. You grew up in an area where these Europeans that owned everything. Mm-hmm. Come back, buy a block. You see what I'm saying? That's the kind of disrespect that Rick Ross and them down there doing. They buying blocks. You see what I'm saying? You get your lick back. Come back, get your lick back. Yeah. Put some people to work. You see what I'm saying? Be an entrepreneur.
So how was it transitioning so young? I don't want to call it transitioning, but I guess that's for lack of a better term, to Islam as a sophomore. Like that's pretty young to have to have that knowledge to be like, this is what I want to do. This is my people. This is how I'm finna go forward.
How my
and not turning around. There's a lot of people I know that turn Islam and say they Islam.
Yeah. I was just in an incubator. My household that I grew up in. Like I said, I was the kid that blew on the dice for his daddy, shot the dice, and smoked weed.
You had a Black Panther family type?
Yeah, my dad was more like leaning, in that direction. My biological dad, Donnie Boy, they had the Black Power fist on the side of Charlie's Lounge. Police couldn't ride out there to Mexico back when
I know that stayed out there.
You see what I'm saying?
So you're more of a Martin or Malcolm?
Malcolm. The fuck? Shit.
Oh, no question, huh?
Hey man, no doubt.
Shit.
I mean, I honor Martin Luther King. Anybody that laid their life down.
He did it
but
his way.
I'm one of the people that bear witness. Integration was a hypocritical trick back then, I bear witness it didn't work because our people still suffering right now, doing worse. The income inequality gap then widen. You know what I'm saying? Poverty on an all-time high, incarceration all-time high. Each generation we losing more and more of our values, becoming more and more like our oppressors' grandchildren, our former slave owners' grandchildren. That you know what I'm saying?
So what got you into
us,
this
man.
mold though of?
It's just culture. When you understand your history,
when you understand, I don't want to say pro-black. That sounds
no. It's just knowing your history. Mm-hmm. The same way a Jew knows their history and don't want too much to do with Germany since they did that to us. It's the same way I feel. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like a Jew should have to stand up and say the German Pledge of Allegiance. I don't feel like a Jew should have to stand up and you know what I'm saying? All the rest of that stuff. No.
So you don't say the Pledge of Allegiance?
No. How could I? Mm-hmm. I'm a sovereign. I'm a free national of Morocco. You see what I'm saying? I can never be a citizen. They wrote it in their constitution. Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3. Read Clause 3 all the way to about 25. The ills and bays on the end of our names is titles of nobility. Their constitution said if you got a title of nobility, you cannot be a citizen of the United States. Why? Because the first treaty this country signed into was with our ancestors who was already here. This is called the Treaty of Friendship and Peace. It's with the Moors.
Okay,
1787. Look it up. The Treaty of Friendship and Peace, the first treaty of the United States.
After Britain.
The Moors was the first race of people, nation of people to recognize them as a nation. Google it. The first treaty that the United States signed into. You know what I'm saying?
Will.
The Treaty of Friendship and Peace.
Like
it was with the Emperor of Morocco.
That's what you're here for.
It was with the Emperor of Morocco. We ain't never supposed to be inside of their prisons. They violated so many parts of this international treaty that it don't make sense. But they got us in a condition where we don't even know that we are Moors. We should have been filed something in the international courts as a collective whole and change this dynamic. But
okay, hold on.
No. Listen, I gotta say this.
Go ahead. I can hold this question. Go ahead.
I gotta say this. But when it comes to Brother Malcolm and when it comes to Brother Martin, we love them both. They both laid it down trying to change the reality of their people here in America. We just agree with Malcolm's route better because we lived integration and we see it didn't work. And Martin was speaking different before he passed.
And just get bit
you see what I'm saying?
None of that.
And the whole thing is, man, in the 60s, all of Northwest and Southwest Africa got independence from the European people that was in control of their stuff. They waiting on us in the West. We integrated. Instead of forcing, we want our own nation back. That should have been our only battle cry. We was a nation of people that got taken captive by another nation of people. And we still captives. They just let us do stuff through little rights. Not by constitutional rights, by little acts. The Negro Civil Rights Act. The Negro Voters' Rights Acts. Independent acts had to be signed into law in order for you to pee in the toilet. You see what I'm saying? Go to a certain place, etc. Ain't no Chinese Civil Rights Act or Voter Rights Act. None of the other nationalities of people got to have a separate act passed in order for them to enjoy what the other citizens enjoy in the bands of society. But you still legally, we are still their property. You see what I'm saying? Constitutionally, we still belong to them. Negro, black, and colored, those are trademarks. Like Fritos own the name Doritos, Cheetos, and Fritos. The Frito-Lay company owns that. So it's impossible for the Dorito to say, Frito-Lay don't own me, and you calling yourself a Dorito. By us clinging to them names, Negro, black, colored, African American, that's not a nationality.
So what's a nationality? Because a lot of people claim, or proclaim, I don't want to say Moorish, or Israel, like, or even Rome, or what is it, Roman, or
like do this. I'm gonna show you something, homie. Now, nationality is so foreign to our people, right?
True.
To our people, you say nationality, we don't know.
Yes.
Ask any of
your
European.
You would have asked me, what's your nationality like 10 years ago? I'd have told you black.
Right.
African
But a lot of
American.
people gotta say African American. They're gonna take whatever they think, but it's not the reality.
True.
But if you ask any of your European friends, I ask any of my European friends, what's your nationality? Oh, my mom's Dutch and my dad came from Germany. It was something growing up half Dutch and half German. They go knowing the history line and they know everything about Germany.
Our history line got cut off though.
Yeah, ours got cut off.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it doesn't change who we are. I can't take an apple tree from Africa, bring it over here, and it become a pear tree. If it was an apple tree in Africa, it's still an apple tree. If you drag it to the far west and replant it. You see what I'm saying? That's why our cousins that they tried to bring here, from Africa. It was tens of millions of us already here in this hemisphere. And then they just said everybody was an Indian. Just, when they cooked the books, they cooked it and what you ate was poison. And now people like me, we come in like a reconnaissance team and we got the responsibility of assassinating the cartoons that's standing on the balcony of their beliefs. You see what I'm saying? That's our responsibility, to come and kill these lies that people running around here think is reality.
What you mean our? Who's our?
Our.
Yeah, you said that's our responsibility to stand here as
the conscious. You got conscious people all over of all different races telling people to wake up. It's some big going on behind closed doors, and they disillusioning y'all with the Cat Williams, with the Cardi B's, with the Super Bowls, and all this stuff that they are controlling. Like we was talking about how they control the music. Anything that can shape thought, they take control of. First television, the patent for it went to the Army Corps of Engineers.
I definitely believe propaganda.
Look, a person created the TV way over here, filed for a patent, the Army seen it, that patent came out with the Army Corps of Engineers. Because that's brain control.
Yeah.
When you could get imagery. That's what made Malcolm less effective than Martin. The European wanted the integration idea put out there, and TVs was new. If a black person had a TV, 50 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? And so they seeing Martin. Man, he got the message. They entranced by this new technology, and their thoughts being shaped, and it's directing which way they went.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that was the choice back then.
Everybody, don't fight, don't do this, don't do that.
Like I say, we love Martin.
Yeah,
but back then we understood there was a choice. We could have filed for independent nationhood back then, or we could have integrated. That was the battle of that day. Do we file for our own nationhood, or do we stay with them and integrate?
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Either way go, we still be fighting.
The integrationalists won. And now our children's filling up their prisons, filling up their graveyards because of the psychological programming that they sending and doing through music and television and social media. You see what I'm saying?
So what do we do about that as a people?
Well, the moral fabric got to be restored to the family. You see what I'm saying? The morals that you stand on. What's that made you? What if you could be now before you made a child? How wise that child gonna be if this age Marvin ain't make it? Because it's being cut from a different cloth at a different period of time. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And you are getting more mature, more organized, more structured, more determined. You see what I'm saying? And so we having children so early, you see what I'm saying, that we don't be really having the mind to guide them through
how old they was 15, 14 and shit back then having kids.
Yeah.
They was getting them young and making sure they locked them in.
And so it's just a time right now, Marvier, where people harder than themselves than what God is on them. You know what I'm saying? It's time to stop beating yourself up. Let your blessings come in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The problem is people talk too much. You see what I'm saying? You putting your hopes and aspirations and different things out in the public, and everybody don't want to hear it. Hate is in place of love. You see what I'm saying? Amongst our people, you're gonna get so much hate energy and backstabbing energy sent up into the cosmos that plans fail.
What's going on with the
energy is everything.
Back then, we was talking about when I interviewed you back then. We did a lot on Riverbend. You had the Rude Awakening going, right?
Right.
So what's going on with that? I haven't heard much about it.
We actually about to start it back up.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up.
We got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And certain platforms, like I say, our audiences are different.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to explode up here because I just get to download them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I just get to download them. But the reality is, it's a lot of people out here.
And a lot of my people don't.
Right.
They know, but this ain't they
the only thing.
Listen.
Yeah, the only thing I'm saying, everything being orchestrated, and it's not by the common people. All the common people should come together: black, white, brown, indifferent. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because the people that's controlling how people think and view this world, they doing it through the auspices, like we talked about. Anything that you could see and listen to that, like phones. I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to cuss, but I gotta put a cuss word in this. Phones fuck up families. You see what I'm saying? Phones will fuck up families. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't gotta be no cheating going on, but the affection, the nurturing, the realness of a family. You got the kid over there, the woman over there, you over here. Everybody got some technology in each other's hands instead of each other. Yeah. Everybody got a technology device in their hands instead of each other. You see what I'm saying? Time is being distorted and guided, and we putting these in the hands of kids. Come on, Marvier. How we gonna put something like that in the 11-year-old? Now, anything this boy could think, if you don't got some parental protections on that phone, you see what I'm saying? That anything he could think, he could explore. Porn, murder, beheadings, whatever.
I definitely had to put that on my phone.
Man, that's too much power to give to a child. And then you wonder why you can't control him 5 years later. You see what I'm saying? It's different, Marvier. If I was young and I could have watched everything Tupac was doing, like he got blogs and we could have followed his life the way these young people are able to follow these artists' life.
I was watching.
We would have been more turned out. You see what I'm saying? These kids turned out by the imagery of what they see, man.
I was watching something on YouTube about that, and they were saying that 97% of kids under 5 can be considered a genius because they haven't been brainwashed. And they figure out whatever they need to figure out from their own perspective of it.
Man, I tell you this, look.
And as we get older, the more brainwashed we get, the less geniuses, less.
They turn you into,
and they program us. And it was correlating that as with the more we watch and the more we on our phone and the more and look at the less of genius and scientists
less patents,
shit that
less
we have
being filed
compared to back then. And I was like, damn, that shit is true.
I'm just saying the sorrow is being orchestrated. The problems is being orchestrated. You see what I'm saying? And they off entertaining things internationally that's going to affect everybody over here. A lot of people that don't even know about the BRICS nations, don't even know that Yemen was bombed by the United States 2 weeks last week.
Not, and I'll be into that kind of shit.
And what that means for America. You see what I'm saying? So they got a lot of smoke screens out here.
What that mean for America? I don't know.
Well, I put it like this, just a short
layman's term. Ignorant nigga term.
Right. Okay, so you got a coalition of nations called the BRICS nations, BRICS, right? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Okay, they all came together and centralized their currencies together, right? They lessen imports and exports to the United States, and they've been on this for the past year. That's why inflation's so high now, and they masking it through low gas prices. But everything around people have went up. They just ain't paying attention because they're in the matrix right now. I tell you, take $200 to the store. Tell me how much food you get with it, and then I'm gonna ask you, if you had took that $200 into the store a year and a half ago, would you have got more? See, change is happening, but people so wrapped up they're in the vacuum of change. So when you're in the vacuum of change, it take me to say, damn, Maurier, your son ain't got big. He ain't got big to you, but I ain't seen y'all in 2 years. You see what I'm saying? And so you don't even see it because you're in the vacuum of change with the thing. And people are in the vacuum of change with society, so they don't see what's going on internationally. But I've been taught to watch it. You see what I'm saying? Because once I joined the Morris Science Temple of America, when I was 21, I'm 50 now. That's 29 years. All we do is watch the political spectrum. Because everything that was done to us in law could only be undone in law. So you got to know law. You see what I'm saying? On an international level, not on no local constitutional level. Your rights don't start or stop with their constitution. You are human before they had a country. The rights that protect you are human rights. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And America, by them attacking Yemen, the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, they adopted 6 more nations.
Some UN type shit.
No. Yeah. They built a system against theirs. Listen, this is what I said. They adopted on August 22nd last year. They adopted 6 more nations into the BRICS. One was Saudi Arabia. Another one is the United Arab Emirates. The other one is Egypt, Ethiopia, Argentina, and Iran. Those are the 6 nations that they brung in on August 22nd. Now, because I don't want to lose people. And so, Iran, I'm going to give you a little religious history. Iran and Iraq have been into it since after the Prophet Muhammad passed. He was born in 570 AD, he passed in 632. And so they've been beefing since then about who should have been the successor. So they got over 1,000 years of beef. They put their own religious beef aside, came together under the BRICS because they all unified to bring down the international banking system that's been enjoying the majority of what the earth had to offer. Rothschilds, Bilderbergers, DuPont, Stanleys, etc. You see what I'm saying? You hear it here first. Watch what's about to happen.
I heard Great Britain owned, 60% of the land in the world? Something like that or more?
And Great Britain, she assisted the United States in the attack on Yemen. Now, by them attacking Yemen, Yemen is right next door to Saudi Arabia. That's the holiest city in the world to Muslims. Muslims deep on this planet. And so you dropping bombs in the next nation. See, what you don't realize is that these states is like nations over there in Africa in the Middle East. So Missouri is next door to Illinois. If they was bombing Missouri, you will feel it shaking over here in Illinois, certain parts of it. So you dropping bombs close enough to Saudi Arabia, and they just joined the BRICS nation. You're trying to intimidate people because all these oil producing nations then got together to change the value of your petrodollar and erase your fiat currency. They dealing business in their own currencies, boosting the value of it, not importing nothing from the United States, not exporting nothing to the United States. They choking them out financially, which letting them know they already ready for war. For the BRICS to do that, they saying they already been ready for war. Because they usually attack the money after the bombs start dropping. They so cocky, with their combined military power and they control of the economic structure, they back in their currency with gold, it'll take 50 United States dollars to equal one of theirs. Once they can control the price of goods, a $2 loaf of bread is now $100. Hyperinflation is headed towards the United States. Their whole economy is about to crash. It cannot survive all these unified nations' currencies going up while the price of theirs is going down. They choking them out. And so this country got to fight. Mark my words, within 6 months, they're going to open up a draft. You better start thinking about that. They're gonna have to because the military force that they up against is so great in number that they're gonna need more of everything. Men gonna leave in the thousands and come back in the tens. It's gonna be.
So you believe World War III on the way?
It's already began, but they gotta fight or live under the foot of all the rest of these foreigners. And you got Russia with them. Russia been ostracized by the rest of the European families ever since World War II. Mm-hmm. She sided with Hitler. Hitler didn't win, so she been ostracized on the outs. She didn't came back up since then, and she got some friends. She done went in and dealt with the rest of the dark complected, melanated peoples of the planet. Because when you're talking about Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa basically representing all of Africa. 2 billion people in China, 1.5 billion in India, about 1 billion in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about billions of people that's against this country right now. It's not the same that...
We don't only got this country though, but yeah.
All of them combined, you cannot fight 5 billion people. Every citizen of them nations.
We're pretty strong.
Not that strong.
We're pretty strong.
Not that strong. And then it's scriptural. It's karma. It is no avoiding it, and it is no we. That's their stuff.
I get it because powers fall.
Yeah, what's about to happen? It's not for us as a people. It's about us. You see what I'm saying? This is what we have to realize. This ain't got nothing to do with you. I know we've claimed they stuff forever. You see what I'm saying? Because your daddy's stuff is your stuff. That's my house. That's my car. You know, this they shit. This they system that these people at. We've been on the bottom. We've been the proletariat class of people forever. All we know is the struggle.
You believe the U.S. dollar finna fall?
It's falling right now.
So with the U.S. dollar
J.P. Morgan
falling,
Chase gonna file for bankruptcy on the 23rd of this month. Silicon Valley Bank closed 9 months ago. 9 months ago, I was flooding my bloodline with all information, and they never could put anything on it that said it wasn't true. But then my queen said, stop warning them. You see what I'm saying? Stop warning them. People gonna listen to what they gonna believe, what they believe, and it's gonna come a time. I won't have to say nothing. They're gonna be calling Maurier like, hey Maurier, you seen this? Because food is about to be the new money. Mm-hmm. You better start stockpiling some food. I'm not here to sugarcoat. If I'm gonna spend some time, I'm gonna inform the people with it.
True.
Y'all better start. My team's strong.
So
and see, I'm gonna say this. My team, I got a circle of families that I deal with. And everybody gonna have to have a circle of families that they deal with. Mm-hmm. Pool your resources. Start getting, because you got family specific stuff where certain children need certain kinds of medicine. You got to start putting extra of that up. Yeah, it's better to have this stuff, but we don't have people that watch the economy. We got people that's walking in the economy. The consumers. They forced us to a consumer people. You know what I'm saying? Just a consumer people. If they could get 45 years.
Who was that built that big $30 million bunker?
One of my guys was telling me something about that. Phil Kelly Bay over in St. Louis. I can't remember, but that's how real it is. Yeah. And I just want people to start paying attention.
That's what made me think of that when you said that.
Start googling the BRICS alliance, and by them attacking, we was talking about why Yemen is important because they saying that the Houthis and different Hamas, these little entities inside of there, is backed by Iran. And they helping the Palestinians fight Israel. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
And so, but the problem is, China told the United States, point blank plain 3 days ago, y'all got to start paying attention to international news, what's going on in this world. If you think that we're going to allow you to destroy the integrity of Iran, you're sadly mistaken. In other words, they know we with them, but they know. Like I told my queen and like I told my team, these people ain't got no choice but to fight because they dollar gone. It was never backed by nothing. Everybody, the trick is up. Nobody wants your fake money no more in the world.
And if all these companies, these nations come together, this is oil backed.
They're gonna choke them out. Yeah, and they oil back. The oil producing nations. You know, I mean, so it's just like they're choking them out financially first. This government know they're in trouble. They know they got to get ready to open their draft up. They're going to need more bodies. If you got children, you know, that's serving, man, salute to them for that choice. If they was just there for college, man, try to get them out. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be against real fighters that's fighting with the fever of nationhood. And they know they're coming up against a powerhouse. So they're not taking it lightly. And for them to choke you out financially is telling they already got you pinned out for military action.
So what's the next dollar? value besides food?
When you food. My team, we got water purification tablets. We got light straws. We got weather radios, generators. We got anything that you could think of that you might.
So is that why you coming back out with the rude awakening? So
to go ahead and. But I'm not gonna give them much because there ain't a lot of time left. You see what I'm saying? It's not a lot of time. I'm not trying to doomsday. No, but war is headed for the United States. You know what I'm saying? You better have a basement to hide in. You see what I'm saying? Because this time bombs gonna drop over here. And this is what our founder, the Prophet Noble Ali, he passed in 1929. He left us a blueprint of everything that's about to happen in order. And it's happening. And that's why you cannot have our lessons and live how you was living back then, not right now. Because the book of prophecies and old statements, it's amazing. And it's scary and it's so real and it's so accurate that and then what's happening in the world is so pinpoint precise with it. Hey man, people need to start thinking outside of the box.
So what do you do to prepare yourself for this type of situation?
Well, I don't wanna get, you gotta have, like, we got two separate sides our unit. Half sisters, half men. What we talk about at our men's meeting, we don't even have phones in there. No phone is even allowed at our meetings. When we get down, you see what I'm saying? When they get down, no phones is allowed at the meetings. So it's stuff that I can talk about here, and it's stuff that I refuse, you know what I'm saying, to talk about here. But just to warn the general public, stuff that you're gonna need in abundance. As much as you could get, non-perishable foods. You don't want to be going to buy a lot of meat.
Yeah.
And thinking the deep, they could kill the electricity because once hunger is a factor, when superinflation, and then this is what I tell my team, we don't know if they're going to get the punch first. These nations that's united against them could strike first.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be prepared for a change of life instantly. You know what I'm saying? The Gulf of Mexico wide open. You see what I'm saying?
Especially with Russia being a powerhouse, and China.
And India, all nuclear power. You see what I'm saying? And when you unite their militaries into one, and then you got these wealthy nations, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and they with them. And they taking in 25 more nations this year by October. You see what I'm saying? So you talk about they squeezing her out now. It's going down to here. Financially.
That's where you hit them. That's where you hit them at.
Pay attention to what's going on politically, universally right now, though. It's all coming back here. Why would your country enter into a war? She ain't even told people. Have you seen Joe Biden go live and say we entered war? No. They want you to sleep. Pay no attention. Talk about Cardi B. Didn't we give you Cat Williams? Don't we got your football out there? How dare you think outside that box? Get back in that box. I'm telling you, man. They got people rocked to sleep. They the Walking Dead, and that's why they make mockery movies, The Walking Dead, because people walking around so wrapped up into the consumption of life and just trying to make it and not understanding that a large part of their thought activity is being regulated. Your algorithm of your phone is based around your side of the argument. You can argue with your girl, make all the points you want, phone in your pocket. She arguing back, got all the points she want. Tomorrow, your phone's algorithm gonna have all type of shit in there. You see what I'm saying? Back in your point, her phone gonna have, well, you gonna think that you right. Yeah, you right. Every motherfucker right. You see what I'm saying? Because of these goddamn phones. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, man. That's how it really is. People are not really in control of their own thing. You got to step outside of it. Sometimes you got to step outside of it and just look.
So do you believe in crypto?
Yeah, because it's an international currency. Everything is going on international currency. Like, not only do the BRICS got their own currency that they're about to introduce, by them using their own trade in their own currencies, is boosting the price of theirs out, while America can't sell it. She got a lot of food right now. She just got a giveaway. Don't nobody want it. You keep that Monsanto GMO. You see what I'm saying? Half of what you eating over there ain't even legal in our countries anyway. Choke on it. You see what I'm saying? The gig is up. You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand, the DOD, the Department of Defense in this country, is called the Pentagon. That's the Defense Department. We never question what a Pentagon is. A Pentagon when the point up north. That means that's an upside down 5-pointed star. The symbol of witchcraft. You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand who's ruling. Who's really in control? You know? Just because we not...
So who...
No, I'm going to say this. As a people, regardless of religion, just because we not every week attendees, don't mean we not spiritual. every person's spiritual by nature and know right from wrong and want to see the best for their family. Really don't want to see nobody suffer or hurt. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, people good by nature. We made other than that. You see what I'm saying? We conditioned to be other than that.
Do you believe throughout the conditioning and everything, the growth, that we lost our connection to Earth? Because do you believe in like they say, we set 80% of us used to be connected to the Earth without no shoes on or nothing.
Oh yeah. Earthing and grounding.
Yeah,
my family do it. It's powerful.
You believe in
grounding. You know, we electromagnetic.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You got so much electricity. Where do you think they're getting electricity from? You see what I'm saying? Out of the atmosphere, out of the planet. The power that's inside of the sun.
That could have been a black hole I was going down to. That was like something that they did to us that they were saying
you tie into your electromagnetic field.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now you can connect to the energy of the planet. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A negative and a positive. Let's say it's a car battery. You got a negative and a positive. Half of you is electric, the other half is magnetic, like a car battery. Once you put both of them on something, you got power. So the soles of your feet turn into the energy of the universe. You see what I'm saying? And you can feel the difference. You can feel the energy when you're out there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's impossible not to. Everybody should earth sometime or tree. You know, you'll see people treeing. You know what I'm saying? Because the tree roots going down there. With their bare feet holding on to the tree. Because
then you get the energy. It's coming from the ground still.
Everything is energy.
Yeah.
Everything is energy.
Everything is
a lie detector machine.
Yeah,
a lie detector machine. Mm-hmm. It ain't trying to tell if you told truth or not. It's trying to see a change in your energy. When I ask you that, you saying you can walk in the room, everything get quiet. The energy say, "Damn, that was just talking about."
Exactly.
Me. You see what I'm saying? You know, etc.
Somebody feels some type of way about me.
Everything is energy. So these things are not far fetched. They are the reality. You see what I'm saying? And the bad part about it is when we want to separate from the matrix and get our natural frequency back, we go on a vacation. And actually, we going off the grid. We getting away from all the wires and transformers and high energy. You on beaches. You see what I'm saying? So that your natural vibration can come back. But our dumb ass, we got the cell phone with us. We on the beach with the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we disconnected but connected by programming. Yeah. Certain things supposed to be sacred. You see what I'm saying? Certain things, everything not supposed to be shown. We too sharing with stuff that's supposed to be private, and as a result, families are suffering, families are breaking up. You know what I'm saying? Technology and the misuse of it. And
so
the
when are you bringing the rude awakening back?
We looking at February.
Because I know it's an audience that's still...
Oh yeah, I had a big audience.
Yeah, I mean...
I had a big audience, but the Rude Awakening gave birth to the organization, the 100-Man Movement. Mm-hmm. Because somebody's child that got killed out in Alton, and me and Matt, we had the Rude Awakening going on. We like, man, we tired of this. Let's make a stand, man. Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can call 100 brothers.
I marched out y'all. I marched out there with y'all.
See if we can get 100 brothers meet us out in Alton. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna move against this. Looking for 100-man movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what happened to that?
We just got busy. Our name still rings bells.
It's still going on.
Yeah, because we structured as such. We got the paperwork filings for it. And so, you know, our name still ring bells in the state's attorney's office, mayor's office, anywhere. I got a key to go to anywhere I need to go. You see what I'm saying? Talk to anybody on different people's behalf. You see what I'm saying? But my family is real too. Have
you ever thought about?
No, I ain't never running for no office. I'm not a citizen. I'm not a citizen of their situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out a way. Me and my team, we working on squashing out.
Why not? That's the bigger program. That's how we get our people together. If we want police to stop beating us, we need more police.
I don't want more police.
Judges to stop
but that's where
judging. We need more black judges.
No. But that's where we differ. I don't agree
because you don't want to integrate.
I'm not an integrationist. If we want police, we want them to look like us.
Police ourselves.
You that's why we got government.
That's why we got.
We want to be judges. We want our own. We are our own nation of people. I'm sick of the integration. It's not working for us. We still begging through politics that way instead of enjoying wealth. You see what I'm saying? They run around here enjoying heaven on earth and telling you gotta wait to get it. But watch me do everything and have your children watch me. Now they want these expensive labels. And all these other children judging children by labels. If you got the label, you accept it. If you don't, you reject it. So these young children their whole world is different than yours. Take a little time to talk to them. My mentor group, we was talking to these young ones, understanding the psyche and what they are dealing with as young humans on this planet and what they're witnessing out of the adults. It's shaping their mind. They being targeted. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all about mind control and consumership. They want you to believe in getting a job and working 45 years for them.
Yeah.
45 years of consumership. They don't care if they're feeding you poisons and toxins, as long as they can get 45 years of consumership. And then they watch the mortality rates. Oh, the average person dies about 70. Make retirement age how many years you want to let them enjoy? 5. Make the retirement age 65. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, the fuck. And we buy into this narrative. That's not life. We supposed to be wealthy as a people.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? These people enslaved us. We should have sued them. We should have sued them in the 60s.
Yeah,
we would have got wealthy.
We got to try to get our 40 acres and a mule.
Man, we never got it. But
yeah,
but the
you know how much 40 acres would be?
But the Israelis back then, that was wealth.
Yeah.
And that mule, who? And you had the knowledge of the earth.
What?
If you gave a Negro 40 acres and a mule back then, and he had the knowledge of the earth,
we wouldn't be in the position that we in.
Yeah, because now we eat out of their hand.
Yeah.
We don't know when to plant a seed of corn, when to harvest it. We don't know nothing about the earth, yet we were once one with it, working the hell out of it for free for them. Mm-hmm. All of our ancestral knowledge that already knew about planting and agriculture and everything.
Because, like you said, it's spiritually in us from ancestry.
And now we eating out of their hand. If they say they ain't selling you no more food tomorrow, where you gonna go? That's why we fooded up. That's why my whole team got food supplies. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I feel free to say it because you got to be able to protect it as well. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Don't even come looking when this shit get chaotic. You see what I'm saying? You're dealing with the right team. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell people, I'm trying to warn you so I ain't got to do nothing to you later. You see what I'm saying? That's where my team is at with it because it's about to happen and everybody need to get to thinking about what would you do in case of war. And as each month goes past, all you're going to start hearing them talk about is war. Then a draft. Then your son and your daughter, and you're going to be last minute thinking they're going to be stuck. Hey, man. You know, and then we talking about drafts, and we got multiple children. And they could draft your oldest and leave you with the young one and send them to fight in some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with him.
Like they did already.
And if you don't go, they lock them up for draft dodging. You see what I'm saying? Like they locked up Muhammad Ali for draft dodging. Mm-hmm. Locked up the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad for draft dodging. And he was 45. He was too old for the draft. You see what I'm saying? But his message so far, get him off the street too. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Oh, we found a way?
Yeah.
You know, that's
yeah. And so it's
you don't feel like you like all of this type of shit that you talk about and the type of way that you go and the type of talk that you talk that you wouldn't be or you're not probably so targeted?
Yeah. But I've been targeted since I had the rude awakening. You know, but my thing is this, Maurier, and I ain't no big tough guy. But I know that I'm plugged into my creator. That's one thing. I'll be out here fucking up doing all the human things that y'all do. But I never stop praying. See, he know what he made, and one thing he didn't make is a mistake. Everybody could do right or wrong.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
But
I want to see who could deal with that nature I put in him and still pray. That's the trick. He want to see who could deal with that nature and still pray. You see what I'm saying? And understand that he is the life force, that he always gonna make it right.
What do you believe? Because you said you don't down other nations and shit. So what do you believe in? I mean, what do you think about preachers and preaching and how that is gone about today?
What do you mean, preachers?
Like, I wouldn't say preachers. I would say church.
Well, as far as the people that's leading and teaching the churches, I commend them because the dedication. And I know their heart got to be in the right place to even be trying right now, as wicked as things is. You see what I'm saying? So them good people. Mm-hmm. Now let's look at their methods. You see what I'm saying? And now let's look at their target group. You see what I'm saying? And see if it's relatable. You see what I'm saying? And so churches and places are emptying out if your message is not relatable. Satan is winning. Any other spiritualists, we all on teams because we want to see right in life. We want to see people make it. We want to see people succeed. Our people been turned inside out so much, we got to learn how to even love again. You see what I'm saying? Hate is truly in place of love amongst our people because we've been through so much that it's made us hate life. And that's how come a person could take life because they hate their own. It's like you got a lot of people that's just like at that last moment that might do anything. There's too many people walking around here that might do anything because of what life been putting through. They might hang themselves. They might take a handful of pills. They might, shoot somebody. They might rob somebody. You never know what the next move is going to be made because of the amount of pressure that society is putting on our people. And then when we break to the pressure, we the bad guy, throw them in the cell. When they created and orchestrated it's all about social engineering. If me and you, that studio back there, if we take 50 rabbits and throw all the rabbits in the room, leave them there for a month, no food, no water, and then slide that door open, throw a carrot in there. I bet they act like Rottweilers and pit bulls. You could change the nature of something by controlling this environment. Our environments have been controlled. It altered our nature. We peaceful by nature.
You hear about the experiment with the monkeys and the banana at the top of the rope?
No.
And like they had, I think it was 3 or 4 monkeys. I don't know the number, but it was 3 or 4 monkeys originally. They put up in the cage, and they put a banana at the top of the rope. And each time the monkey would try to climb up the rope, they'd spray it with the water gun off the rope. Each time it go, they'd spray it off the water gun with the rope. They'd spray the other monkeys with the water gun. So eventually, every time one of the monkeys tried to climb the rope, the other monkeys would grab it and beat it, get it, so they wouldn't get sprayed. Each time, grab it, beat it, and get it sprayed. So as they took out each monkey and put in another monkey, of course, that new monkey, what he gonna do?
Learn the system.
He gonna try to go get the banana. They gonna beat his
Same
ass.
old system.
You know what I'm saying? Beat his ass each time. Then they take out one of the older ones, put the new one in. He try to, and eventually they got a whole new set of monkeys in here that don't even know why they can't climb up the rope, but they not climbing up the rope.
They're just not gonna do it.
They just not gonna do it.
And that's the kind of psychological conditioning and control. And after World War II, the majority of Hitler's SS men and scientists and stuff like that, they was given immunity and took jobs over here.
Hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
They was like, oh, that work you was doing over there was crazy.
Yeah,
we love it.
They was brilliant.
We're not gonna even lock you up.
They had a lot of brilliant scientists and technologists over there.
They learned a lot of shit.
You see what I'm saying? And so that's one part of war, though. When I conquer you, I do what you learned, what I want. Now you do what I say. Or you'll be facing the 21 gun salute and they'll be pointed at you tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? You now work for us.
That's how shit get whitewashed.
Yeah, you now work for us. And so they basically, but it's the same mindset. You know what I'm saying? Whenever the brothers
So you don't
there,
believe in pushing your message per se through music?
No, it's too short. We ain't got no time left. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to this next year is so vital for people in America. And they don't even see it. And that's what's so alarming. And when me and my team be talking about the state of humanity and where people at and what they believe and what they're doing right now at this dangerous, dark hour internationally, they so used to the United States coming out on top. They're not even fathoming what this country is up against. How you should feel is how a small nation like Iraq felt when the United States say we finna come attack you.
Shit you can do about it.
As helpless, it's nothing that this country can do about it. You see what I'm saying? It's the numbers. Everything is numbers. You up against too big of a military dynamic. You see what I'm saying?
And it's too widespread if they got that many people.
The
we can't just go like say per se we attacking Russia. Russia right here.
Yeah.
We already surrounded Russia.
Yeah,
so we can go attack you already.
How you gonna guard your shores?
Exactly.
If you spread out all the way over here, they got enough people
they
have
got enough
pieces
people
over
to come
here,
hit us while we hitting them. You know what I'm saying?
And enough technology.
So we definitely haven't been hit.
You're not safe.
Yeah, true.
You see what I'm saying? You're not safe. People building bunkers and and then I done gained so many European friends. You know what I'm saying? Because they own what I'm on. A large part of the European society, they own exactly what we own. We got a couple of circles of them that we dialogue with and learn
because
little things.
it's gonna be a human problem. It ain't gonna be no.
It's a human problem.
Hell yeah.
It's a human problem. And the ability for a person to have enough saved up, you see what I'm saying, and be able to protect it. You see what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have a lot of people with your same mentality. We all soldiers out here. Don't get that twisted. All of us, because we've been conditioned in a system that anybody got the ability to kill. You see what I'm saying? And so the whole thing is this: if you got that mindset of no food,
how you gonna get it?
Something gotta give. See, either you're gonna have a large segment that wasn't prepared, but they got the potential to do extreme violence to get them some food, and so you're gonna have to be able to defend even what it is that you got. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be madness. It's gonna be starvation. Food gonna be handed out. Food gonna be locked inside a warehouse with soldiers with guns with bayonets ordering people to move on. You see what I'm saying? Period. It's headed this way. It's almost like, and it's all scriptural when we think about it, but it's almost like all of the people that she's done wrong have united against her.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
She be in America.
It be in the Ashkenazi Jewish system, the whole international banking system. America is owned by the Ashkenazi Jews.
Right,
this just one big corporation.
Right. Okay.
This just one big corporation.
It's deeper than Nino Brown.
Yeah.
Bigger than Nino Brown.
United States is a corporation. Yeah. It just functions like a nation. Mm-hmm. But it's not. It's a corporation. But corporations can have a nationality. Just like a ship that sails on the sea that's governed by the law of admiralty could have a nationality, which causes it to have a flag that represents it. That flag lets me know what treaties my nation got with yours to let me know if I could pirate you or not while you out here on the seas. You see what I'm saying? So the flag represents who you are. It's a single expression of who you are as a collective whole. You see what I'm saying? We don't have a flag. We don't have it. We don't know our nationality. We do, but I'm talking about us as a collective whole because there is no us without y'all. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? We bear the same price because we're going to implode on ourselves because we're not going to be prepared. When you still got time. I'd rather have it and mess around and not need it than mess around and need it and not have it. I tell you that.
Facts.
I'm telling you. Don't put all your chips on the same people that's did all this to you. God finna pay these people back whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. Chastisement about what was done to you as a people is about to take place. Get you some popcorn. You're going to be able to see it out your window. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to see it out of your window this time. So, and it's unfortunate. You know, that they over making decisions. We just down here trying to live our life and be feed your economy. Yeah. You over there making decisions that's in the mess our whole little thing. We just over there feeding your economy. Good grief. But they doing stuff internationally and keeping the people to sleep, so they don't even know what they doing. That's cold, ain't it?
Yeah, and then
I done got your money. I'm finna go re-up. Give me that $20,000. I'm off doing, you done call my phone without I ain't answering, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the
then hit you right back when I need some more.
Hey, man, this is what they're doing to us. You see what I'm saying? That's the picture, man. So
man, it's going.
And so I don't want to sound demagoguery. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the world gonna end. No, they world gonna end. You see what I'm saying? This is for them, not for us.
Yeah, the world being the system is what's going on.
And they done bought all. They control all the coastal property. Mm-hmm. So the first places Bonds is going to touch is the most beautiful places that they took from us. You see what I'm saying? That their heartbeat is going to be every building that fall. Their heart is just going to be falling out their chest because they adore these buildings, not people. You see what I mean? Testaments to the wealth that they done hoarded and got illegally. You see what I'm saying? On the blood, sweat, and tears of other people, and thought the ill-begotten gains was later going to be enjoyed. Watch it crumble.
Because United States ain't really been touched. You know what I'm saying? We ain't been touched.
Exactly. And so now when you go to the 19th book, the 18th book, the 17th book of Revelation, when you read it, and it's talking about a mysterious Babylon that had a whole people in her that was not of her, that God favored, that she had did wrong, that's all talking about us. I dare a person to read it now. 17, 18, 19 book of Revelation, tell me who it's talking about. This is the great Babylon mentioned in that book. This is the mysterious Babylon. We are the chosen people that God going to avenge our blood on her. That the kings is going to be standing afar off watching her smoke and on fire. Read it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we have a problem accepting our greatness. No, we ain't special to God. You know, to resist the reality that we special to God, that we are chosen people, is to just like, when you really think about it, you know what I'm saying?
That's the programming, though.
That's the programming.
You know what I mean?
That's the programming. Yep. It's just that we didn't see this. I was asked a question, well, how come as dominant as our men are, how did these people ever get control of us like this? We had never fought the devil. We had fought other humans. The evil and wickedness that was inside of the opponent. Mm-hmm. We'll beat them on battlefield, go back to our homes, our areas. They done killed every woman and child.
Exactly.
They killed us inwardly. You see what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have a will to fight. When you fighting an opponent that's so wicked that he'll put fluoride in your water. You see what I'm saying? That he'll Tuskegee experiment your ass. You see what I'm saying? They'll hang you upside down, cut a baby out your stomach, lynch you, throw some hot tar on you and some feathers, knowing you're finna run to death. You see what I'm saying? You're dealing with a kind of evil you can't integrate away. You're dealing with a kind of evil that peaceful times don't erase that nature up out of it. That's a lot of wickedness. That's a lot of wickedness and a whole lot of intelligence. When you mix wickedness with intelligence, they gonna make a pill this big and stop a woman from having a baby. And they can also make a pill that big that take her off this planet. Break it down in pieces and kill 1,000 of hers. You see what I'm saying? You're dealing with a wickedness that you sitting here just thinking everything hunky-dory, but the powers that be. I'm not talking about your neighbors that live next door to you, Europeans that we deal with socially every day. They being manipulated like us.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the manipulators. You see what I'm saying? So it's a whole different thing. People better wake up. You know, and ain't nothing wrong with preparing in case your country is invaded. It's something very wrong with not the government not letting the people know that they over here starting conflicts. Where was our warning the citizens, quote unquote? When you gonna go live, Biden, and tell the United States what you've done? But it's not his choice. It's his puppeteer. Every corporation got a president, and it's somebody that pays that president. I'm talking about the person that pays the president. So people don't mistake what I'm saying. I'm not trying to start no civil unrest and no crazy stuff like that. I just want people. It's about all people. Prepare. You see what I'm saying? Because they off doing stuff and they making you aware. You know?
Listen, y'all.
But
Blunts and Bullshit, y'all. This is the type of shit I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to get him back for another Blunts and Bullshit.
Yes, sir.
Because this gotta drop immediately, because this is for today. But you know what I'm saying, later on we're gonna talk about some more, you know what I'm saying, music stuff, and then we're gonna talk about some more politics, because he got a lot in store. I don't want to just hold him to one.
I can only give it to him in sections.
Exactly. I know you needed to get that out. I didn't want to hold that back.
Yes, sir. And it's
so
been a pleasure,
it's definitely fire.
I appreciate you all
them
years ago.
You already
invited
know
me
it.
down to Live on the River Bend, man.
Man, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Met my queen down there.
Yeah, that's why you invited back again. That's why we had to sit down and do that.
Yes,
we gotta come. I gotta get you back ASAP.
Oh yeah, but see, I told you it didn't change. It got worse.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You go back and look at the footage from Live on the River.
I get you back again. We can talk this music stuff. And Alton, and then talk about because it's really about you.
Beautiful.
I want people to know how you came up and what got you to the point you at. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you coming through again. You know what I'm saying? Giving these people that message.
Never problem. Prepare.
You already know.
Get your
anything else you want to tell them?
Well, not for real. I mean, I speak from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I just want people prepared. I want people to start taking a look at what's going on in the political spectrum internationally. You know, decisions that this country is making is costly. This BRICS alliance and their currency is affecting your currency every single day.
I hope it jump up that crypto.
China just bought 225 tons of gold, valued at $13.2 billion. You see what I'm saying? Larger than the rest of the BRICS nation, they was the largest consumer of gold in 2023.
China was?
The BRICS.
Oh, okay.
China independently is the number one out of the BRICS. She bought the most. But the rest of Brazil, Russia, India, South Africa, they bought the rest. What's in South Africa? Diamond mines, last I checked. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of stuff is going on, and I just want people prepared, man, that the gig is up. The gig is up. They over there starting the wrong kind of conflicts. They're not going to survive it. These nations have come up against them, unified their currency against this country's currency. She was great while she lasted. You know?
Said that make America great again over with.
It's over with.
Blunts and Bullshit, y'all. It's over with.
Yes, sir. Love.
Blunts and Bullshit. Blunts and Bullshit. Blunts and Bullshit. I know you smoke, but not like me. You might joke, but not quite like me. Yo, weed good, but it's not like this. You smoking wood? Don't pass that shit. I know you smoke, but not like me. You got jokes, but not like me. You smoking gas, but it ain't like this. You smoking wood? Don't pass that shit. We getting lit for Blunts and Bullshit. We talking shit, it's Blunts and Bullshit.